How to find health and wellness influencers. Today, we'll look at our Afluencer platform to pull up some health and wellness influencers that we can potentially work with to promote our brand and to collab with. I've got a search already going here in terms of health and wellness influencers, where we are looking for US based influencers with 10,000 or more followers. And I'm looking specifically for those micro influencers, the people who have really good engagement and content that's focused on that health and wellness area. And the reason that we want that focus is because we want people who can promote and, most importantly, sell for us. So we're not necessarily looking to engage with a celebrity. We really want that micro influencer on the health and wellness side. So I'm going to show you how I got to the search in a moment. First, let's pull up some influencer profiles so I can show you the types of influencers that we do have here on the platform. So we'll start with Nicole Kendrick. Nicole Kendrick is a holistic nutritionist and food blogger. So she's into the health, nutrition, and wellness side of things. What I like about Nicole's profile from a statistical standpoint, and we know this because Nicole has connected her Instagram profile with us here at Afluencer, so we are able to see first and foremost that the bulk of Nicole's followers, nearly half of her total followers, are here in the US. So this is actually somewhat unusual in a good way for someone with 260,000 followers. Often we see more of a distribution by countries, which shows that maybe the followers didn't come as organic as you and I as brand owners would like, but from Nicole's standpoint, very organic look here with nearly half of her followers from the US. Her engagement rate is excellent also. So at 3.7%, that's a very high engagement rate for somebody with 260,000 followers. We can see this by looking at our engagement rate graph. So we plot the average engagement rate for each influencer on our platform. As the number of followers goes up, the engagement rate tends to trend downward. Nicole, as you can see here, is represented above average for the number of followers that she has. So that's a very encouraging sign, because that's the best proxy that we have in terms of the ability for somebody to sell for us. We do have her gender and age distribution courtesy of Instagram also, so predominantly female. And then we can see Nicole's recent posts here as well. We can also see how the post did in terms of their the engagement on each given post. So we can see what is carrying the way, and we can see that we do have a video down here that did very well. So that also gives us a clue of how we would potentially want to work with someone like Nicole. We would want to take advantage of her reels, because her reels tend to get some good traction and have that potential to go viral. So this is all driven by the search. So we can set this up one of two ways. We can either set it up and then invite people like Nicole to our collab, which are posting on Afluencer, or we can go ahead and use it as criteria, and then people like Nicole would go ahead and apply to us. So again, what I'm going to say is I want most influence in the US. This is where we basically choose the countries that we're shipping to. So if we're doing US and Canada, if we're doing Europe, we could select the European countries, so on and so forth. For our interests, I had health selected, but we also have related interests in terms of health and wellness and yoga and nutrition. So we can select all of these guys if we would like. Keto, meditation. I used our Instagram insights to say that I wanted someone with a certain engagement rate over 2 or 3%, and then 10,000 or more followers. And I also wanted to see that most of those followers were in the US in terms of the top 3. So again, using a US focused here. And we can also look at our social rank to see if someone is average, above average, or in the very top of their class. And what this does is it helps us narrow down that filter and search even more. So now, just to show you another example, if I go ahead and pick another influencer here, I do have a pet influencer. So if we're focused on pet nutrition, this is a way that we can do it from the pet standpoint. So we could have our sassy fat and tabby cat Attica here could be a potential influencer for us on that side of things. Typically see more in the pet side, but Attica did have a little bit of overlap here. Julia here is a 24-year-old medical student, spin instructor, and shuffle dancer. And you can also see Julia's information here. So out of her total number of followers, nearly 120,000 followers, 71,000 are in the US. So again, that's excellent. And this is why her engagement rate is so great at 15.6%. So she's doing really well. And then we can see her content here and also see how recent posts we're doing. So if we're looking to engage that younger demographic focused on health and wellness, then Julia here may be a good fit. So again, the easiest way to get going is just to go to afluencer.com. We're going to go ahead and register as a brand. It is free to get started on Afluencer, so really easy to get going. What we'll do is we'll register our brand, and then we'll go ahead and we'll create a collab. So go ahead and get started with Afluencer today. You can get started chatting with health and wellness influencers on our platform just in a matter of minutes.